Yeah, because of course we dabbled on it a little bit, but we were saying about sort of the idea of the tactical advantage potentially be had here with Dungbeo having this sort of their pick now. Things looked a little bit sloppy on Mirage. There wasn't a lot in their playbook. So hopefully we'll see a little bit more acted in cash.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see why the reason why there shouldn't be anything up their sleeves anyway for the Chinese. It is their map choice. We could see them bring out a few more ideas to the strategy anyway.
Yeah, because it sort of just looked like a little bit of a mental block, even just when it actually came down to the executes. They were very late and very easy to read as well, due to the fact they didn't really go for anything sort of explosive. They played very much into how the CTs would have wanted them to play into it, so it was quite easy to read and fairly easy to win out. But we're going to be jumping into the knife round now to get this over and done with. Ideally, you want to be starting off on that CT side, but I mean, do you feel like that's the same for these? Because potentially, of course, we saw how explosive NXL could be on that T side. Do you reckon they're still going to go for the CT side, or they could potentially just go for the T side out of being comfortable on it?
Yeah, I think no matter who wins this knife round, I think they'll go for the CT side. We've seen Team NXL win the first knife round and go for that CT side straight away, and it looks like they're going to win the knife again. 3v1 situation, I think they will go for that CT side. Mentally, I think it is a CT side of map, so like you were saying, so I think they will go for that side. Of course, this isn't their map choice either, so I think they won't be as comfortable on this map compared to Mirage, but they do go for that CT side. Yeah, no surprise there. I'm just intrigued to see exactly what Dungbeo are gonna show us in this half now on T side now. Bomb man there with a smoke and a flash there, so it looks like they definitely got something up their sleeves together. I think we're gonna see an A kind of execute here going on here maybe. With smokes over the wall here, we've got 2 smokes. Oh no. Okay, I've got that completely wrong, but I don't know if it was B. This is gonna be. I wonder what they're actually gonna be doing here.
Yeah, I've just sort of gone to a little bit of a default right now, just holding. Are they potentially just going for a bit of a B fake here? Is that just trying to make as much ruckus as possible towards that B bomb site?
Bomb man's 8 and 8 there.
She's got the opener onto the A bomb site as well, which only leaves Sis there to try and defend it. Everyone else has rotated over fairly extensively. They've hit quite heavily.
Yeah, looks like they're executing here on this A bomb site here, and Cyan does take down SYS there and have full A bomb site control for the terrorists. And that pistol round was actually really successful on the T side. I mean, this looks like it's going to be a nice clean round, and that was like, I'm not sure I agree with it, but it's worked. Yeah. I mean, it somehow worked.
It was interesting.
I think NXL, they didn't have a clue really what's going on. As you said, they were moving all over the place and didn't know what to do really. And I think that's what Dungbeo exactly trying to achieve, like trying to catch NXL off guard and really confuse them into what they were actually doing. So it worked for them very well. But as you can see, this second round buy again, they haven't learned from their mistakes on Mirage. I mean, NXL haven't gone for a force buy here on the CT side, but they've opted to go for this SMG kind of cheap buy again.
Do some damage early on. By the way, guys, if you have been enjoying today's games, you can also get involved with a giveaway that's going on. We are going to be giving away a M4A1 direct stat track. That's minimal wear as well, so if you want to have a chance to win that, all you've got to do is watch the stream and also be following the channel here on Azubu. Or just being able to get that opening frag on Bomb Man there before he gets traded out by Van Nuys. The SMG's coming into play quite heavily now with that extra bit of mobility that they do have. Van Nuys popping the head of SYS as well. Defiand, he has popped out of Z and been able to slay Van Nuys from quite far away with that DZ actually. And these SMGs, Neil, they're proven to be a bit of a nuisance, but they've not actually been too well for that T side. They have come down to a 2 versus 2 now, and it could potentially go in favour of the CTs.
Yeah, 2v2 here, no kit though on the CT sides. Next kill is going to be extremely important. Whoever does pick up that next frag will probably win up this round, and indeed it does happen. And not the best of rounds there, losing 3 members of the team. I mean, them SMGs again, not really proven to be a massive success anyway. And of course, NXL didn't go for that second round full force buy, so yeah, they'll be extremely happy to take down 3 members of the T side there now, opting to go for that 4th round buy again. I mean, we don't see that a lot in CSGO, that's for sure, going eco all the way. It's kind of like an old school 1.6 kind of. In 1.6, we always seen kind of like use eco to the 4th round, so yeah, interesting to see that NXL opts to go for that style. They like to have full utility.
Yeah, they'd rather sort of take that step back. It's hard as well because this is something I was sort of thinking about before. You know, when you look at it as a whole of sort of like how a lot of these different regions play, it's very reminiscent of sort of Source or 1.6. You know, it's sort of dated in the way they do things.
Yeah, definitely, 100% agree with that. Yeah. Saying that though, 4v3 situation, not the worst situation here, but the terrorists are going to find an open bomb site here now and should be able to get the bomb down here any second now. And there should be a round secured for the terrorist half going into that important 4th round there.
Nice stuff from them. Those 2 CTs that are lost alive want to attempt to do something. Only a PT-50s in hands, they haven't invested much. They can attempt to risk it. Leopard will pop out there, take down SYS. Cross Misty from behind, attempting to make something work, but it is going to be a bit of a struggle for him. Could potentially find the frag here onto Shy. He will be able to take him down and scavenge that AK, but can he get away with it?
He should be able to get away. Oh, that's a lovely headshot there onto Leopard as well. And terrorists are trying to hunt him down here. Sorry, see him. Yeah, he does get taken down as well. T's getting successful there, and that's an Kim re-picks up that AK now. Going into this 4th round now, it's interesting to see if how Song 4 is going to play this. He's going to probably pick up an AWP here now. We've seen him on Mirage. Not have the best of game, but saying that, he's not going to... Oh, they're going for the double AWP setup here. That's the first time we've seen this from Team NXL. So let's see how exactly they're going to work this kind of double AWP setup here now. I didn't see this, as I've just said, on Mirage.
Yeah, it's quite interesting to see actually as well the decisions of who's going to be wielding those. Forge is going to take one, and Soifong is going to be having the other AWP. A little bit slower this time around. Rosu actually playing inside events. Decent damage here. He's got a bit of a point man. Pops out, takes down bomb man, and that is going to be fairly effective opener to really kickstart that round.
Yeah, good opening pick there by the CTs. Is exactly what they need to slow the pace down of the terrorists here.
Boost is going to go out. Forged will get the better of them though. Shuts down Van Nuys, and now there's only 3 men left standing on that T side. That's not too fantastic for them at this point.
No, just getting picked off one at a time here already now, Dungbeo. And that's the same story as what happened on Mirage as well. I was saying there, one of the rounds when the most important round of the whole half, and they just got picked. 3 people got picked off in the first 15 to 20 seconds of the round, and it seems like deja vu here already. 3 people of Dungbeo being taken down without hardly any damage being taken down, and that's Cross Missy there on Shroud taking down 1 as well. And that's a pretty clean round for Team NXL. 4 people alive. They'll be extremely happy with that.
Yeah, it's quite an effective round to, you know, sort of jump start the game a little bit here, get them that first round on the board. They are still going to have a lot of cash to work with as well though. Meanwhile, on the T side, it's not too stellar at all. Only 1 AK in play is going to be on Kim. 2 AK, sorry. Shine has one as well. Galil on Leopard, and then a Tech 9 and a CZ on Van Nuys and Bowman, respectively. So let's see what they're going to attempt to do in a round like this, if they'll be going for something a little bit more aggressive. Looks like they just can, once again, into a fairly default sort of holding setup.
Yeah, and it's interesting to see the buy of the terrace isn't great at all as well. We've only got CZ on Bombman and Van Nuys. Of course, guys in the chat, people are kind of saying what's going on, the situation. Team NXL are 1 map up. They won 16-9 on their map choice on Mirage. So this is the second map here.
Right now, We are only going to be 5 rounds in. Been fairly slow stuff so far, but let's see if this is going to spice it up a little bit more as they begin to flood out onto that A-bomb site, attempting to gain control, but SYS will shut down Shine. Going to get a follow-up as well, slamming through the smoke. Frost Misty gets one. There's Rosu chiming in with a frag as well. They want to obliterate their opponents. And Rosu will get that bomb plant.
Yeah, not bad again, only losing one member. But bomb down there for Dungbeo there. Not the worst situation in the world. Of course, they did kind of force buy it up there now, and as you can see, the money isn't looking too great as well. So, yeah, Team NXL starting to get the money to get. I was just going to point that out as well. The money is so important on cash to kind of get it going. It's so much harder for the CTs to get your money kind of going together than the terrorist side. So, money's starting to look good. The double up setup is looking pretty great, pretty good so far. Picking up the 2 gun rounds.
Yeah, it's been fairly effective for them, and that's actually interesting enough as well. Something to sort of harp on what you sort of mentioned there is it does seem like a lot of these sort of, you know, these regions do struggle with fund management on that CT side.
Oh yeah, definitely. But seeing this eco here now, 3v3. Oh, look, Leopard does take down Frost Misty. This is 3v2. Look, that's a great little execute there from the terrorists now, and saying that though.
Shots to win the round. Leopard will finally be able to take down SYS, get another round on the board, and it looked like things that had gone very wrong for him there. It seemed like Team NXL would have been able to win that one out, but somehow they have been bested in that round by Dungbeo Gaming.
Yeah, and that's a 4-piece as well for Leopard, using that up really well when he picked it up from one of the CTs as well, and that's an unexpected round there for Dungbeo, and that could really change the whole half. I mean, that could just give you a little confidence booster to win an unexpected round. That could really tilt NXL now. Like, they shouldn't have lost that round at all. Like, not, they didn't even buy armor or anything, and they just kind of, Dungbeo just went in for a fast-paced B there, and it somehow paid off. Just great individual skill by Leopard. Of course, some people in the chat as well asking when the giveaway is. It will be given away at the end of this whole, like the end of the final in 4 days' time. So whenever the final is, you've got to be on the stream to have a chance of being able to win that M4 Cyrex stat track minimal wear. So we'll be giving away in 4 days' time, guys, after the final of the South Asia series.
Yeah, so best bet is to just keep it locked to eFrag TV, guys, and just keep watching, and then you will be in with a chance to win it. Do not forget to follow the channel as well, though. That is vital. You have a chance to win, but that is a vital opener coming out from Shine as well there onto Soifeng. That is going to be fairly big in this round, give them an advantage.
Yeah, good start to the round here, but we're just finding the pace here now. That Tech 9 kind of light buy was really paid off for them now, and getting back into this game on this full buy. They've got the orb, of course, on Shine as well, so they've got all the utility in the world as well to use, and they're going for this kind of A execute again, like we've seen in the last round when they had it in that force buy with the CZs and the Tech 9 as well. They had in the ball, but they've got the full buy, as just said. Of course, Team NXL need to be extremely careful. They've only got one guy towards this A bomb site, which the terrorists are about to hit now. Frost Misty has to do a lot of work here over by MBK, and he's getting absolutely demolished there with the Molotov. Oh my god, not looking good there for the CTs now.
Well, it's not too fantastic early on. Only 2 men left starting on that CT side. They've got to try and do damage. SYS will get a frag onto Van Nuys, but is it enough? Even things up at 2-2. The bomb is down. It is planted for main as well, so it's in a nice position. But SYS, he is still on a roll, annihilating the opposition now. Shine is going to be the last man standing. They are going to tap the bomb to try and bait him out. It seemed like Forge was panicking a little bit there before he realised what was actually going on, but luckily in that confusion, SYS has been able to get the frag, and the defuse will recover the AWP as well for his teammates. And there it is, that's a big ace coming out for SYS, and I can really see why you pointed them out as one of these star players for that NXL side.
Yeah, of course, he's on 10 frags already, and the closest is 5 on Frost Misty. So yeah, great 5-man there by SYS there, and that was a 5v2 as well. Like, Dungbeo did all the hard work, and then just great individual skill there by SYS, bringing out a vital round for Team NXL. They would have been in a lot of trouble. That could have potentially been a 6-2 already start to this half in the main, just because of that individual skill. it's going to be changing the whole game up here now. And an interesting little boost it is that the running boost did for Frost Misty on Shroud there. I really like that play actually.
It's cool little stuff that we've been seeing. Little displays of brilliance from a lot of the people, you know, throughout the game so far. So it's cool stuff to watch. Let's see if they can keep this individual brilliance up though this time around as they begin to push out once again on that 8 bomb site. Kim, unfortunately, is going to be standing in a Molotov and he'll be sent off to the Burns ward. That's not too fantastic. From behind as well, the flank from Rosu will be able to take down Shine. Swishes out to a Galil. He couldn't quite get the follow-up frag onto Van Eyck. Leopard gets one as well, but somehow Forge just stops in his tracks, has a little tap with his AWP, not even scoped in, and kills someone through the vent. That's Leopard just going to be annihilated there, so crazy stuff from Forged.
Yeah, great round there by Team NXL, and they're starting to get going in this game now just because of that. Like, I was just saying, the Terrorists really got back into the game by winning that force buy, you know, and I thought, oh, this is going to be a great half, and now NXL have just slowly brought the half back in their favour now. As you can see, an eco coming out here by Dungbeo. This should be around by NXL. Surely they're not going to make that same mistake twice of losing this kind of a round now with no armour and just the Tech 9s and P250s on the board here for the Terrorists.
Once again, just a straight off B take. Face tanking the damage. We'll be able to get that bomb down fairly soon. There it is, that nade annihilating Valand, lands right on top of his forehead and is going to blow him out of the server. 3 Ts left though, up against the 3 CTs. There is going to be a huge rifle advantage though in the favour of that CT side as they begin to push through. SYS gets the first opening frag onto Bowman. The drop down play from Frost Misty as he falls through the air. Gets the frag onto Kim, and Soi Feng had just enough time to get the frag onto Leopard as well. And there's the defuse going to come out to get Team NXL the 5th round on the board.
Yeah, and that's 3 rounds in a row now for NXL, and I think they really need to get 10 rounds on the board really to have a strong chance of going into the terrorist half. But saying that, we've seen him on the terrorist half, and Mirage just completely mole over Dungbeo, so I think that it's really Dongbeo's chance here now to get back into this now. These are vital rounds for them. These 6 rounds, I think they need to pick up at least 3 rounds to have a decent half on the terrorist side.
Let's see if potentially on this spree, if they can do some damage on that T side and be able to really put their name on the map. More so than what we saw over on Mirage. Playing fairly slow right now, just holding back, waiting for potentially a mistake to come out from Team NXL.
Yeah, and Dungbeo taking their time here. They're going for this favoured A execute now as well. I think Team NXL are going to really read this now. They already have 3 CTs here towards this A bomb site here now, while the terrorists are trying to execute.
Right, Frost Misty there, get the follow-up one. SYS will come in for a retaliation play onto Leopard. Him, he's going to drop Rosu, pops his head like a small grape. And it is going to be a 3 versus 4 advantage to the T side, and they're making that advantage even bigger. The gap gets larger. They slay another CT. Finally, it does begin to get equalised though. 2 on 2 now. It could have been a 2 on 1, but Forge whiffing 2 crucial AWP shots. He will be obliterated, and it is all on SYS. A tag has been landed on him, takes him down to 47 HP. That's not an amazing position to be in. Can he potentially make this work?
Yeah, 2v1 situation here in favour of the terrorists here now. It's going to be extremely hard for SYS. Of course, we did see him get a 5-man a few rounds ago. But Shine does take down SYS, and that's a round on the board for Dungbeo. Great time for them to get back into this half. I mean, their AXQs, even though they've been it's kind of the same as what we watched on Mirage. We're not really seeing a lot of tactics coming out of the book. They're going for that one kind of tactic, but it does work. They are getting the opening picks. I mean, NXL don't really have an answer at the early stages of the round. It was only when SYS got that individual great 5-man to really win that round, because it was a 5v2 situation. They got the first opening 3 picks, but just let it slip. So they are executing that A shot very nicely.
Yeah, that's the thing, you know, there's definitely some groundwork that's been put in for that, and it seems like it can work quite well. It's just the fact once that's been read, they understand, and they know how to counter it. That's when it's going to get hard for them. That's exactly what we saw over on Mirage as well. It's as if they sort of heavily will bombard the CTs with that one style of play until they learn how to counter it, and then attempt to move on to something different.
They're saying this here now, forced eco here by NXL here, of course no armor, but taking down 2 members already, and saying that, SYS takes down another one as well, so great little CT hold already by the CTs.
Stuff, but Rosie will be able to drop Van Eyck. Hungry are going to be able to lose that round as well, as Soifong pops out from behind. He had the flank. He has taken down Bomb Man to get the 6th round on the board for NXL. Cash is not amazing at all now for Dungbeo as well, so they are going to be struggling a little bit getting into this round.
Yeah, that's a full eco there by NXL, and a round unexpected win there for the CTs, and really has turned the sides again back towards the money for the CTs again. So yeah, double ult setup. We've seen this quite a lot now on the CT setup.
Yeah, they have been loving that double up setup. They've been using it as much as possible. Forge getting that first fragdo onto Shine, annihilates him with that AWP, but he will get traded out. Van Eyes connect the headshot with that P250. Kim comes in as well and takes down Rosu. 3 men left standing on that T side versus 3 CTs. The weapon advantage is going to be in favour of the CTs. They're going to be charging in, attempting to face tank the damage. Van Eyes will get 1 frag before he's traded out. Leaves it in a 2-on-2. Kim and Leopard versus Soifong and SYS. Kim will be dropped. Leopard goes down as well, and the bomb defuse will surely follow.
Yeah, again, 7th round on the board there for NXL, and 3 people getting taken down there. Not going to be too great on the money, as you can see. They're going to have to rebuy as well. And just looking at the scoreboard here now, SYS is on 18 frags, and the closest is 9 with Frost Misty. Of course, we got Soifong on 7, Forwards on 7, and Roseo on 6. So yeah, it's been dominant there for SYS. I was expecting him to do very well on the half. Well, for the whole game for Team NXL.
Yeah, you know, you would have thought that they would have had some tricks up their sleeves, and they have. Showing off a little bit of that by doing some damage. Let's see if they continue on this winning streak though, and potentially end this half doing even a superior scoreline in the region of 10-5, somewhere like that, because it looks like that's what they want to do right now. They're obliterating their opponents. They're keeping up this high tempo play. Bowman pushing in towards the main. They're going to get into a bit of a conflict with Frosty Misty. Is going to be able to take him down, but Soifong is quick on the job. He has that AWP, so if they do continue on with that May push, he should be able to shut him down fairly easily.
Yeah, interesting to see that Dungbeo haven't really got much map control here. Only Kim there by the door here at A, and the remaining 3 there over by the boost by T-Spawn as well, actually. So Roseo is in an interesting position here. He can hear all the terrorists, so he should be able to pick off 1 here, which he does. Great use of map control there from Roseo, and it's come to effect with them 2 frags here, and it should be an easy round pick off here for Team NXL.
Could be, but let's
Sitting
see.
that though, Kim's in a nice position.
Yeah, let's see if they can do it. Struggling right now, pushing up. Push though, flank coming from behind from Rosie, gets the first frag. Kim is going to be taken down as well by Forge. That's unfortunate for them there. Not prepared for the flank. Getting a little bit too overzealous. They have gone down, they've been punished.
Yeah, and that was all Roseo there. He had full control, and he just had all the information in the world there to really win that important round there for Team NXL, and that's put Dungbeo back on the full eco here now, coming into the second last round of this half.
Be a real struggle for him to do absolutely anything, but it looks like they'll be pushing into the B site. That should be fairly easy for them to take, actually, if they get a little bit lucky. Forge anyone actually that was anywhere near the site, and that AWP contract onto Bowman. Rotate is going to come over, and he's still attempting to do some damage with this AWP that he has in hand. He's been struggling a little bit, and then we're going to defeat him though, and he is still going to keep getting these shots. Lands them, take him down, pops out, sees the player by a headshot, but he's already dead before he can fire the bullets. We'll jump on the bomb, get the defuse, and there's a 9th round on the board for Team NXL.
Yeah, bomb planted though for the terrorists, not the worst. They're gonna have full utility now coming into this last round of this half. This is extremely important, I think, for Dungbeo. They really need to get 6 rounds of their board. It won't be the worst situation in the world if they go into the next pistol round and win that, and potentially make it a 9-all if they get past, of course, the Tech 9 force buy or whatever the terrorists are gonna buy. Well, we could easily see a 3rd round buy in the next half as well. But interesting team NXL staying for this double up setup here. It's been pretty successful so far. They've won 11. They've won 9 of the last 11 rounds. Actually, they've done pretty well.
They've been looking relatively strong. Showing with that first frag. Over there, 1-2 forwards. That is going to help out quite a bit for Dungbeo Gaming to hold on to this site. Team NXL though, they want to end this half at 10-5. So let's see if they're going to be able to bring the retake, or if 9-6 will have to do. Gosh, side there, they're not aware there is one player in Sunroom, and it's going to be Kim, makes his presence known with a massive whiff coming out. Finally, is Evidence back onto Soifeng. No, Bowman gets the shot straight into the cranium of SYS, and Frosty gets dropped as well.
Yeah, good last round there with Dungbeo. I mean, I think they kind of realised exactly how NXL were playing from that last round. They were getting into the bomb site, even on the eco, and they realised that the guy was playing there on his own with the AWP, and they really made him pay. Like, they really just 5-man quickly, 5 against 1 basically. I mean, if you're going to take out the AWP that fast, you basically have B control, and they knew there was someone coming to the vents, and they basically just molotov the vent, so he had no chance of getting into that B bomb site. And they got the bomb planted in the 5v4 situation, just winning that round with each. So yeah, great read there by Dungbeo, exactly when they needed to. Getting that 6th round on the board here, coming into this second half here now.
Bowman as well with the frag onto Rozu over at mid, is going to be able to take him down. Quite massive of an opener. Everyone just biding their time right now, waiting for the pushes to potentially come to them. A site is going to be where it is going to go down, or the fuckers go out. There's the smoke as well as they begin to flood out onto the site. But are they aware of Anna's position? Of course they are. Taken down with ease, popping his head.
Yeah, but even out here now, bomb planted, advantage here for the terrorists.
CTs, Wolf packing up there, attempting to retake together. Odd player is going to peek out. What's Misty, last man standing.
Not saying that, though, Ford coming together to help out Frost Misty as well, who was on his own at the site for a good few seconds.
Wow. And he was actually able to force everyone enough time to focus on him to not go anywhere near the bomb, and then actually lands a jumping headshot to finish off that round as well.
Yeah, that's a 2v4 situation there. Dungbeo looking great to secure that round, but just that long flank there by Forge really caught the CTs off guard there to pick up that 2-piece to even it out and win that round there for Team NXL. And yeah, that's exactly what Team NXL needed to get that first round. That's the first pistol round they've actually won the 2 maps as well. You know, like Dungbeo have won 3 out of the 4 pistols, which is an interesting fact.
Yeah, they've looked really strong on this. It's weird, sort of. Team NXL seem to be struggling if they don't have sort of everything perfect, utility-wise and rifle-wise.
I mean, Team NXL as well, like, they're kind of more of a T-sided based team as well, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's definitely been, like, as we've seen on Mirage, they were strong, and when I watched them in Serbia as well, when they played against Serbia, they had a really, even though it's not obviously the full 5, but it was their core of lineup, it was 3 of the 5. I mean, they're gonna have some kind of the same ideas together. Like, they were really strong on the T side, so I won't be surprised if we've seen Team NXL kind of run away with this half.
Like, once again, A site is going to be the place where it is going to go down. SYS peeks out, gets the first frag onto Bowman. And the CTs realise the grave mistake that they have made. They have to fully commit to this rotate now and shuffle all the way behind. And it is going to be a very, very long hike to get there.
Yeah, but it's important now for NXL to not lose many people here now. Keep the money flowing here now. Of course, they are only 6 rounds away from taking this map and match. Of course, they did win the first map 16-9 on their map choice. So I'm hoping Dungbeo have something up their sleeve on the CT half. They have picked this map. Obviously, they feel comfortable on cash, so game isn't over yet.
Not indeed. But they're still attempting to clutch it out as fast as possible on that Team NXL side. Laying down a lot with those Mag 7s. Getting a huge cash builder going right now.
Vanois has got that UMP as well with armor as well, so interesting to see if he's going to do something with that UMP. Maybe try and push door, maybe try and get an opening pick and try and get a gun for one of the CTs to try and get a bit of an advantage for them. I mean, they've got nothing to lose. This is an eco for them. Maybe take a risk.
Yeah, potential there for them to spice it up and, you know, see if nevertheless it might pay off. It might not, but then again, it's all about risking it for a biscuit. If you don't try, you'll never know.
Indeed, but no, he hasn't opted to do that option. He's just taking it easy here now, trying to bait out one of the terrorists to try and fall into that double stack, as you can see on the left side of a main there. That's an interesting setup, actually. I mean, all he's going to try and do if someone comes out A main, is try and bait him to come out and try and rush after him. He's going to fall into a stack. So let's see if SYS is going to fall for that.
There's potential there, of course. You know, they're going to spot that first man. Focus quite heavily on being able to take him down. You would imagine the rest of them will be able to dispatch him. Actually jumps straight into the back of him, gets blocked on him, and then runs off the opposite direction.
that was so weird, man. What the hell? He ran straight into the guy and he didn't realise and then just ran off again.
Yeah, it was like he bounced off him and was just like, actually, nah, don't worry.
I'm alright, mate. You can sit there for a few more seconds before I spam to kill you. But yeah, again, good round there by NXL, only losing one man, and this is the round, Jackie, that Dungbeo really needs to take now, man. Like, if they don't win this round, it's going to be so hard for them to come back, man.
It's going to be really hard. Like, it's going to be really hard, sort of, even on just off the back of sort of confidence. We've seen sort of Dungbeo struggling. It seems even just on the way they've been going for stuff, rounds where potentially they should be able to excel. It seems like confidence has been an issue for them, and it seems like that's really sort of set them back. So, let's see if potentially they can do this. Very vital round on the board for them now. Bong and Co pushing up towards main and trying to get this first frag. They are going to be getting shut down. SYS does get one frag though with that Mat 10 before he's traded out. And it is going to leave only 2 men left standing out. A round that looked like it was going to be very hard has actually not been too bad at all for Dungbeo.
Yeah, indeed, interesting to see as well that Ford's gone for that Bizon again in the ground. We've seen that Mirage as well, so obviously he kind of favours that Bizon in the gun round, maybe. Obviously he's only keeping that to keep the money up, you know. Let's just say if Dungbeo do end up winning this round, if Team NXL win the next round, it's going to break their money altogether. They're still going to be able to have full utility. As you can see, he's got 6.3k. Their money is actually really good. We've seen at one stage some of Team NXL having 16k and like 14 to 15k towards the middle of the terrorist half. So they're very good with their money. Like, they don't really get forced onto ecos that much on the terrorist half. I think that's why they're so successful as well. It's so hard to break them down on NXL's side because they've always got money to buy. You never really see them on an eco when they do win pistol rounds and get 1 or 2 rounds together on the board. They opt for them Mac 10s and Bizons to kind of pump their money up. But this round isn't over yet. Rose always opens it out.
Big stuff there, 2 massive frags from Frostmist. It looks like they will be able to get the bomb down as well, planting that for main. 2 men last stand didn't. They have the AWP in hand as well, slightly missing that shot. Actually been able to land it, takes down Valens, that's absolutely massive. It's a 1 versus 1 now. There's the first headshot from Kim though. Rips apart Frost Misty. Rosu, can he do some damage here? Can he win this out? He has a Molotov in hand, which could potentially waste a bit of Kim's time. Lands the headshot, and a round that should have been over, Neil, has gone the way of NKL.
Yeah, man, that was a 2v4 situation in favour of Dungbeo on it. Roseo being able to get that opening pick there on the A bomb site, using that highway very nicely, realising that Dungbeo weren't watching it properly, sneaked up to that A bomb site and caught him off guard to really win that unexpected round for NXL, and that's really put them in the driving seat to take this second map here.
Yeah, it's given a little bit of advantage they need and a massive confidence boost. So I'm going to be shutting down Shine very early on, but look at this, look how much confidence Leo has as he begins to push through mid. Gets caught off though, the T's are going to spot him and he is going to have to fall back.
Yeah, again, advantage to Team NXL and looking really strong like they did on Mirage on this T side here. Of course, haven't lost a round even so far. This should be 5-0 already on the second half for Team NXL.
Potentially, we could see Bowman doing a fair bit of damage right now with that CZ. He's in a nice angle to pop out. Potentially get 1 or 2 kills, but let's see if he can go for it. There it is, pops out, gets the first, can't quite get the follow-up back. He will get shut down by the AWP on Soifeng. Soifeng will slightly miss that final shot though onto the last player of Allies. Will eventually be taken down by his
Interveni.
Yeah, and here we go. Last chance here, really, for Dungbeo to try and get a few rounds. Strong on the board here now. They got a full buyout here now. No excuses now. They really need to start picking it up now. Getting some nice strats on the board and try and catch NXL off guard. Because, of course, in the first gun round, they did get the first opening picks by catching them off guard. But then just losing that 2v4 was just poor play. So I'm hoping to see a bit of the same at the start of the round by Dungbeo.
Essentially, early trades coming out from either side. They are going to be taking that down to a 4-on-4 with just a matter of seconds into the round ticked away. Right now the bomb towards that B bomb site though, just going to be sitting towards Sunroom. Damage traded off onto SYS, but it's not going to matter because now they have a massive number advantage. 3 men left standing on that CT side, 4 over on the T side. There has been a fairly big over rotate coming out from the CTs as well.
Yeah, advantage here to the terrorists again. Going opting for that boost here onto middle because they kind of realise that the CTs aren't really watching it properly. Of course, that's why they won that gun round 2v4, getting out middle up to highway. So Roseo is going for the same again here.
4 men. Side. Making the number game even better for them. Gets the frag onto that. Can they keep it up? Yes, they can. Ripping apart Leopard. And Kim gets dropped as well. And once again, they're back on match point. This time on what is the final map of the series. If they're able to win it out. Dungbeo, no money in the bank at all. It is going to be 4 pharmacies on the board from 5 pharmacies even. It's going to be a real struggle for them to win this round. But if they don't nil, they will be going home.
It feels like deja vu here. 5 Bandmasters is on the board here to kind of get themselves back into this game. And of course, NXL looking extremely strong again on their T side here. They've only lost 1 round out of 2 maps, I think, on their terrorist sides. Maybe 2 rounds.
Actually very reminiscent of Mirage as well, where they've actually been able to get 2 massive openers with these pharmacies. And take advantage in the round early on. Vanos has come over to try and help out his teammate, but that Famas spraying away. Can't quite get the frag onto Frost Misty, but it looks like 8 will still be committed upon. Omen will eventually be taken down. It's all going to be on Frost Misty. Let's see if he can potentially do some damage here. Runs through his own smoke, AK-47 in hand. Spamming away, gets the frag onto Van Nuys. Can he clutch this out? 2 more CTs left standing, then to be able to win the round.
Yeah, 1v2 situation here. Frost Misty only on a lonely 5 HP here. All the CTs have to do now is just hang back. Don't make these 2 1v1 duels. Even though he's on 5 HP, just make sure you win the round.
Yeah, you don't really want to be taking liberties at this point. You have to try and play it as, you know, safe as you can. And that was almost too close for comfort. He was able to get the frag onto Kim. If he was following up frag, that would have been the game done and dusted. So luckily, he hasn't been able to knock him out of it just yet. But look at the amount of bank they have over on the NXL side.
Yeah, as we were talking about a few rounds ago, how good they are on a terrorist economy. Obviously going for them Bizons and Mac 10s, even keeping them going to kind of the 4th round. That's really come back to like help them out, I think. I mean, it's going to take at least 2 more rounds of Dungbeo to force teammates kind of onto Nico.
Be a struggle before their economy is completely shattered. We are right now deal with this fairly heavy mid presence coming out from those Ds. They will be able to shut down Frost Misty. Soifong gets dropped as well by Shine. They're keeping it up, but can they hold them back fully?
Yeah, they got the opening 2 picks here, so looking a bit better here for Dungbeo. Of course, we have seen that happen a good few rounds there and not being able to convert them into rounds.
Yeah, they get the opening picks and everything just sort of start from there on out. But Van Nuys gets a frag onto Rosu there. And it is all going to be on Forge. Not in a great position to really do much at all over at mid there. Gets picked by the Orpa and taken down.
Yeah, and that's 2 rounds in a row picked up for the CTs. Obviously a long way to go for them.
That's the thing, of course, you know it's a very hard road ahead of Dungbeo if they want to be able to take this game into overtime, but there is potential for it to happen right now, and they're proving that. Getting that ball rolling and to take the air game. You wouldn't imagine though that NXL are going to be able to do much. It looks like sort of Dungeon. They've kind of realised how to counter this NXL side, and they have been shutting them down fairly effectively. So let's see if they can keep this up. This P90 has been coming in handy for the extra mobility that it allows them to have as well. They are going to be able to get an absolute bloodbath on that A side. The last man left standing is going to be Soifong, sitting at back of court, attempting to make something work. Out of this round, he won't be able to make anything work. He'll be taken down, absolutely annihilated there by Leopard.
Yeah, good round there by the CTs. Really been able to hold that A execution very well. Of course, that P90 come into play as well, and that's 3 rounds on the board now in a row for Dungbeo. We haven't seen this at all in their CT side, and picking up when needed now.
Pushing towards that A bomb site this time around. The flashbang is going to go in. Let's see if they're going to go for the push. Actually, they won't be. They're going to be flashing in early to try and hold back those Ts. Going for the counter boost, and Leopard will be able to get the headshot straight onto FYS. That's going to be a huge number advantage early on into the round. It is going to be quite beneficial.
Yeah, definitely a good start again to the round, getting that first pick, which is extremely important, especially on your CT side now. 4v5 situations, Soifong only on a deagle as well.
Come around now, playing fairly slow stuff, not too aggressive coming out. Finally, let's see if we can kick things off again. Ryan playing from Lumji is going to get his head locked clean off, and it is a 3 versus 3. Are they finally going to be able to do it here, Neil? Will they be able to win this round out and take it home? Find out. The health advantage, of course, over on that CT side, but never know how this one can go. Getting the first frag is absolutely critical, and they will be able to do it. But Leopard will retaliate, shuts down Soifong. Is going to be players that are standing on either side, split 2-2. But who will be the stronger pairing? Forge comes in with a frag onto Leopard. Kim is going to be the last man, the Lone Ranger on that CT side. He has to go absolutely massive here. Got to get this 1 or 2 and defuse the bomb. Time is ticking away, but he's biding his time, going very slow. Should be aware of the audio cues. Frosty Misty bouncing up and down, lands the headshot, but he isn't aware. Directly below him is Forge. Forge switches around, sprays him down, and NXL will be able to take the second map, take that best of 3 series.
Yeah, great 2 maps there. Where NXL picking off the 2 maps there. I mean, they had a slow start on the first map from Rod, but they really picked it up, I think, over the course of the series and picking off 2 16-9 victories. And of course, they will be moving on to the semi-final. So congratulations to them for achieving that. Commiserations to Dungbeo, who they did all right. They had slow glimpses of brilliance in their play. So definitely a team to look out for. I'm hoping they'll go back and kind of bring more kind of struts to their game. I think that's where the downfall really was in this